G'day everybody and welcome back to my channel, Viking Gamer. And in today's adventure we're heading back into Star Citizen and it's Fleet Week. So I'm going to pop down to the showrooms, take a look at what ships are on display. I'm not going to be able to do this every day of the event, but I will try to do so. Anyway, also down there somewhere's a pesky little like button. If you can click on that, that would be lovely. And I think over there some subscribe thing. If you can basically sort of like poke that with the mouse as well, that would be great. Trash goes into the bin, we all win. I can agree with that. Anyway, without further ado, let's go and check out what's on display. I tried to do this yesterday. Yes, hello. Thank you for inviting me along. Where's the doors? Ah, there we are. Everybody worshipping the food. Interesting. Yeah, Fleet Week basically celebrates when all the cadets join up to join the UEE Navy and the Armed Forces.
It's time for friends and family to come together and celebrate the pillars of duty, service, and civic pride.
Okay, something's been going on here. I'll let you guys pause and read that at your leisure. Okay. Some t-shirts on sale.
Tradition since 2541. Invictus Launch Week is an opportunity for the public and the UEE Navy to celebrate the next generation of men and women who are about to join our ranks to defend the Empire, and give you an opportunity to see the latest additions to our fleet of defenders. Please enjoy your day.
Propaganda. Recruits will push themselves to their physical and mental limits. But the real lesson that our divisional officers will impart is that the Navy doesn't excel based on the individual, but as a team, working together.
Yeah, the Reckless Squadron, which I think is also the 666th Squadron. Anyway, to the elevators. Time to play Elevator Simulator. Convention Hall. Yes, I think it's Aegis and Grey Cat on display today. Oh. Oh no. Game's getting stuck. Come on, let me out of the oh. Come on. holographic image of the Aegis. Yeah, the Aegis Idris P. And it's an Idris which is going to be the hero ship of Squadron 42, which is the standalone game of Star Citizen. So which variant of it, I'm not sure. It could be a unique variant to the game. Don't know. NPCs doing NPC things. One of the new heavy fighters. Okay, what have we got here? Mirai Guardian MX. Most of the Mirai Guardians have got some sort of living quarters in the back, but not all of them. So they're actually not one of the named manufacturers, so I think a few others might have sort of snuck in. Basically all of the ships which you're going to see throughout this, the majority of them are going to be military ships, or military variants. Okay, here's the new MISC ship, the Starlance Attack. Not a big fan of MISC myself. Basically every time I'm in one of their Starlancers, I get put off by the little radar silhouette in the corner. It looks a bit sus. Just saying. This is their new really big heavy hauler and military variant. And I believe these turrets extend out on little legs, or little arms rather. Tempted to pop inside, but I reckon I'm gonna get lost if I do. And I don't want this video to last 1 million years. Oh wow, the medical facilities, yes. So you can do respawning, jump seats. So 4 on the other side as well, that's 8 people.
not nearly the numbers that our UE Army brethren over. Navy maintains an active
Okay, let's have a little look at the turret seat. Yep, as you can see, it's... Let me just get the angle. Yeah, it's extended out on some little arms. I don't know if you can see that there.
try and get first-hand accounts of what works and what doesn't on the ships.
F to look around. Anyway, I'm getting out of here before things get a bit too weird. Can't get out that way. Get weird, I mean sort of get lost in the ship. Can I get out this way? Okay, that was a thing. My character needs to drink something. So I have to find one of the little kiosks. Hang on, there's one up here.
Launch Week not only provides an opportunity to celebrate our recent graduates, it also gives our active service members much needed recognition.
When rubbish goes in the bin, we all win, but if they haven't provided a rubbish bin, that's not going to happen.
Come together and celebrate the pillars of duty, service, and civic pride. Members of the Empire, it's your right to inspect the latest acquisitions of the UEE Navy.
Okay.
These are the big three added a go-kart with guns on it. They've added this big corp gun ship. It carries vehicle. It'll carry like 4 of these in the back, and then it also carries like a ship, like
Okay, I'll have to edit that out because there's people talking. Okay, new ground vehicle. Little troop transport. What have we got round here? Hornet Mark II. I've got the civilian version of this and the Ghost. I love the way they've got the F and the 7 looped up into a little triangle. Similar to the symbol of the... It's not actually the symbol of the corporate of that particular manufacturer, is it? So it's similar to something, but it looks awesome. I'll have to put my 2 Hornets through the paces. Because this is one of the most iconic ships of the game. It was one of the first ones that a version of it was shown to us when Chris Roberts first launched his pitch for the whole game. He was basically sat in the cockpit of one. The look of the ship's changed a bit since then, but the basic design language is still the same.
Although Invictus is a celebration of the men and women who are about to ship off to begin their training, Launch Week was notified.
Okay, let's run round to the other side. Ah, the Asgard. I think this has been another hotly anticipated ship. I believe it's another troop carrier, but I think it's supposedly a bit more solid and substantial than most of the other drop ships, and can carry some vehicles.
Invictus Launch Week is a great opportunity to see your taxes at work. As members of the Empire, it's your right to inspect the latest acquisitions of the UEE Navy.
Not a bad looking ship. You could probably also use it to haul a bit of cargo as well, I suppose. Because this should be a standard cargo grid. Yeah, you got a door gun there. Another door gun there. Yeah, they're not going to let us just muck around with them here. Ramp and side door. Assuming this is probably engineering. Oh, that's for the turret on the top. Jump seats. Just gotta be careful not to get lost. And I'm assuming living quarters and stuff will be up top here. Just going to have a very quick gander up here. This ship's not too big, so I shouldn't get horribly lost. Oh, bathroom. Not one with a functional mirror. Bunk space with TVs. You get a TV in your bedroom on a military ship. Okay, that's locked. Okay, I think that's enough of that. Couldn't quite get round the whole ship.
For those with loved ones setting off today to begin their life
Ah, the Avenger Titan.
by our friends and family, get a better understanding of what they have to look forward to in naval service.
One of the more popular starter ships in game. Affectionately known as the Penguin. Yes, you've got some sleeping quarters in there. You've got, I think, 8 SCU of cargo. So and a decent amount of firepower. I think it's one of the hardest hitters of the starter ships. Even fit a very small vehicle in the back. So basically, if you want to go just above the standard game pledge, this is the ship that most people recommend. I haven't flown one, I don't currently own one, but I think I probably will grab one because it's one of the iconic ships of the game, and if I'm reviewing the game I should basically have a look at more of the starters. It's very reminiscent of the space shuttle as well, so that's probably another draw card. Very interesting lines. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me one of them. Probably rent one a little earlier. I'll probably rent one sometime soon. And try and have a look at it. Another light fighter. And I think in Squadron 42 you're going to start off flying these. That's what the impression you get from the trailers. Aegis Gladius. Again, not a ship I actually own, but I have flown in the past.
Invictus Launch Week is a great opportunity to see your taxes at work. As members of
What have
the
we got up here?
it's your right to inspect the latest acquisitions of the UEE Navy.
Ah, the new flight blades. Yeah, a bit of controversy going on around those, and I shall not comment on that. I'll just leave that can of worms lie.
For the men and women who are about to ship off to begin their training, Launch Week not only provides an opportunity to celebrate our recent graduates, but also gives our active
Ah,
service
another little kiosk.
be sure to thank Starlet.
Another one of the Mirage ships. Some more weaponry. Okay, what have we got up here? More ship components. Aha, and the big boy. Just trying to remember the name of this. But this is one of the king of the heavy fighters at the moment. I cannot remember the name of it. Hang on, have I got it printed up here? No, just the manufacturer. I think those are ship coolers. I think those are power plants. Shield generators. Or are these the power plants? I get confused.
The latest line of defenders from Aegis Dynamics have already been battle tested throughout the Empire and beyond. With that kind of success, it's more vulnerable
And the X-Wing wannabe.
Aegis ships in their fleet.
Ah yes, because you can actually now change out the turret for a missile turret. It's a new thing.
For centuries, the Invictus have been a time of friends and family coming together and celebrating their duty, service,
So they're essentially making the ships more modular now. Or bringing more modularity to them. Oh, the Arrow light fighter over there, which used to be the favourite go-to light fighter
while fighters like the Hornet and Gladius have become synonymous with the
until they did a rebalancing pass. I think I've flown one of these. It's a fun little ship.
variety of ships, including some models made for the private sector. Although Invictus is a celebration of the men and women who are about to ship off to begin their training, Launch Week not only provides an opportunity to celebrate our recent graduates, it also gives our active service members much needed recreation. Be sure to make start time.
Another snack bar, so just have a quick look at the map.
The UEE Navy small but elite group of vehicle operators trained for a variety of operations. For their combat search and rescue training, they are some of the few
Okay, so we haven't been
who are invited to train in the Marines on a hostile environment.
in here yet. Have we been in there? I have a feeling we haven't been.
Invictus Launch Week is a great opportunity to see your taxes at work. As members of the FIU,
Okay, Event Hall 2. Aha, yeah, we haven't been in here yet. More of the industrial little ships, little sort of worker bee. Grabs cargo in here and then lifts it up. I think that's tractor beam there. Everything locks onto there, and away you go. Yep, one of the little Argo ships. Oh, RSI Mantis, I think. Yep, Mantis. From memory, it's an interdictor, so you can basically rip people out of quantum. Pesky flight blades again. Little medical ship. So, where's its label? We have a Pisces rescue ship. A little medical bed for respawning in the back. Yes, this reworked hall is quite nice. Aha! Terrapin medical ship. This is basically the tankiest medical ship you can get. Very hard to bust it up. Got all the flashing lights. Like a space ambulance. Like a space ambulance? It is a space ambulance. A nice little area to sit down and have an eat. And I think that's pretty much everything we've got in here. Okay, so yep, and we've been into area 1. So go back through the main hall. They're not quite as easy to navigate as the other style of convention hall, but it's nice, giving us a little bit more variety in the game. Oh, and here's that ship that I described as the big boy again. Do we actually have a proper plaque mentioning what it is? It's the Lightning. That's it. I was remembering it's the Lightning. And that's in the colours of the Reckless Squadron. Yep. Squadron 999. FA8 Lightning. Yeah, and I believe the... Do you mind, sir? I'm reading the sign. Seriously, sir. That's it, just calm down. Yeah, I'll just have to read that later. Anyway, so just make sure I don't get ahead of myself. So that's the main hall. So yep, so this is the next area to investigate. Basically going to have a look at, I think this is going to be predominantly ground vehicles. Yep. So I've got one of the tumble utes myself. Ute's Australian slang for pickup truck. Utility vehicle. Different tanks, or as we call them in Star Citizen, tonks. Probably not allowed to get up there, but hey. Oh, and again, one of the ships we've seen already. But like I said, it's a drop ship that can take vehicles, so of course we're going to have it in with the vehicles. Maneuver Tonk. Basically one of CIG's designers, I can't remember the chap's name, lovely guy, but he's got a strong accent, so he pronounces tank as tonk, and it's just affectionately stuck. More troop carriers and anti-aircraft batteries. Yeah, and one of these shot me down once. That's my lovely cat in the background having a bit of a meow. More weaponry. Ship and vehicle components.
The UEE Navy is proud to welcome Aegis Dynamics back to Victor's launch week. Though they have created some of the most iconic and decorated naval ships in our history, their past was draped in shadow for decades. We are thrilled to see that they have truly committed themselves to building a brighter future.
Yeah, the reason why just the announcement there, so you know, talking about Aegis being welcomed back. They used to provide most of the ships for the UEE Navy, but that was during the Mesa era, and the Mesa regime was a dictatorship, so that kind of soiled their reputation. Oh, I love the hat. Event hall free. And then I think it's just the downstairs hall to check out. Ah, this thing, the one which I think looks like a nutcracker. See if I can remember the name of it before I get up to it. No, I can't quite remember the name of it. The Redeemer. Which I seriously think... It looks like a cross between a nutcracker and the ship which they had in the Matrix. Those little round pieces up there remind me of the ship from the Matrix. And these sections here open up like a nutcracker. Anyway, I'm just going to go and see what my cat wants. Okay, and I'm back in the room. Anyway, so just... My cat was a bit upset. I think he wanted to come and sit on my lap. So... Yup. Purr, 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 purr. I don't know if you can hear that over the microphone. So anyway, like I was saying, these sections open up. Giving it that sort of nutcracker look. It's not a bad looking little ship. Basically a small crew can operate it. I think I might actually rent one of these and have a proper look round. So 4 bunks. Kitchen. Gun rack. 4 jump seats for when we get more gravity effects in game. Trying to remember what those are. I think this ship's capable of doing interdiction, and that's what those are about. I could be wrong. I could be very, very horribly wrong. So those are for remote turrets and the pilot seat. See what the view from cockpit's like. Yes, exiting pilot seats and things is why. It's been too long since I played the game, I've started to forget things. So yeah, got a gun rack there. So do we have a suit locker? Just trying to remember if this is a ship that's soloable. Most ships are, so... Our component access, pure engineering gameplay. Yeah, but this ship's just all combat. There's no storage, no cargo. And how do I get out again? Ah, yeah, the ladder here. Yeah, the cat's a lot happier. He's just sat up, bolt upright on my lap, watching the screen. And the hammerhead. Again, the turrets basically extend out on a pair of arms there, so they can get a better arc of fire. So again, you can put the game on pause and read that if you like.
Crusader Industries has been one of the leading manufacturers of commercial transports for a long time. But did you know that they are also responsible for creating military transports? Whether we're moving troops, vehicles, or supplies, Crusader ships have been loyal members of the Navy for years.
Aegis Vanguard. So excuse me. Another technically multi-crew ship. A fair bit of firepower up the front. Multi-crew as in you take 2 people in here. Bathroom. 2 beds. With no pillows. Oh. Not the most comfortable of ships. There's a F to get into the seat and Y to get out of it. Yes, I think there's several variants of this ship. Aha, torpedoes.
Some of the most valuable members of the UEE Navy never see a moment before. Logistics, support, and supply ships are the backbone of our fleet, as they keep our frontline forces equipped to handle any threat that comes their way. The Navy
Aha, and you
is
can
proud
buy
to
torpedoes here.
as a valuable ally in maintaining combat readiness.
Basically, they're just heavier and slower than ship-to-ship missiles. But as you can see by the size of them, they do a hell of a lot. Ooh, a raised viewing platform for the Hammerhead. Yeah, the Hammerhead is basically escort for other fleet ships. It's an anti-fighter ship. That's its proposed role. Gravity bombs? No, torpedoes again. Very expensive, so you want to make sure it hits.
Though not nearly at the numbers that our UEE Army brethren order, the Navy maintains an active, versatile base of ground forces, logistics, transport, and exploration operations.
Oh no, I'm not. I was just trying to zoom in and look at that. I wasn't trying to buy it. Again, another nice little seating area.
Although Invictus is a celebration of the men and women who are about to ship off to begin their training, Launch Week not only provides an opportunity to celebrate our recent graduates, but also gives our active service members much needed recreation.
Another view of the Hammerhead.
Be sure to thank Starman today.
Yeah, these are the really big ship components. Another type of torpedo. Produced by Bearing. Bearing produces most of the weapons for the UE Navy. They're the go-to for small arms. And probably I think some of the bigger ones as well. Ah, these I think are the gravity bombs. When I say gravity bombs, it means that you just
For centuries,
hit the button and just let it fall.
friends and family to come together and celebrate the political duty
Size free.
and civic pride.
And 10,500 each. And you can actually now get mounts for some of the fighters, including a couple which I've got, such as the Hornets and the Asperia Talon,
Invictus Launch
so that they can actually replace the missile rack with a bomb rack.
Week acquisition of the UEE Navy.
So anyway, that's everything I think we've got to see in this room. I think this is turning out to be quite a long video, so I'll have to record another little intro of future me telling you to grab some snacks.
Welcome to the Invictus ship.
Or suggesting you grab some snacks. I don't have the power to tell you to do anything. I'm just this guy, you know, on the other side of a computer screen. Viking, he's just this guy, you know. and you might know. You don't know what I look like in reality. Mwahahaha. Yeah, it is the same as the Reckless squadron. We've got torpedoes and bombs here again.
Pretty.
The UEE Navy is proud to welcome Aegis Dynamics back to Invictus Launch Week. Though they have created some of the most iconic and decorated naval ships in our history, their past was draped in shadow for decades. We are thrilled to see that they have truly committed themselves to building a brighter future.
Okay, so I think I've been in this hall, yes. Just double check. Ooh, paintings. Try and see if we could actually get any information about the painting. Are they wearing matching outfits? Let's double check that I have been in here. Yup. Okay, so now it's just the little hall down the spirally staircase. It's not a proper spiral staircase. The game's starting to chug a little bit too. So there's more and more people coming on now. So where's the staircase? Dun dun dun. Ah, here it is.
The latest line of defenders from Aegis Dynamics have already been battle tested throughout the Empire and beyond.
Now I'm not sure if we'll be having Drake Defense Con this year. I think they're actually allowing them into the main hall this year. Oh no, it is the bucket on the stepladder. The most feared vehicle in the entire game. A vehicle so terrifying they couldn't describe it. Oh, I'm too scared. I must walk away. That's the history of
Although Invictus is a celebration of
the
the
human
men and women
empire.
about to ship off to begin their training, Launch Week not only provides an opportunity to celebrate our recent graduates, but also gives our active service members much needed recreational leave.
Yeah, because it was the first Tavaran War when they started like, okay, every year we're getting a bunch of recruits.
Aegis Dynamics is committed to improving the pilot experience, more so than any other manufacturer. Their reps and engineers are a common fixture at the Academy and naval bases to try and get first-hand accounts of what works and what doesn't in their ships. Invictus Launch Week is a great opportunity.
Sorry that I'm not reading these out, but you know what I'm like with my dyslexia. You don't need to put up with that. Oh yes, some new armour. Weaponry with paint schemes. So the cat's jumped off my lap and is having a bit of a setting up a chant again. Yeah. Yeah, I think the server's starting to go down. Yeah. Excuse me.
While fighters like the Hornet and Gladius have become synonymous with the UEE Navy, the truth is that with a variety of
That's not bad looking.
classes of the Empire, the Navy utilized a variety of ships, including some models made for the private sector.
I think that's meant to be heavy armour.
The latest line of defenders from Aegis Dynamics have already been battle tested.
And I don't think there's anything else down here.
It's no wonder the Navy expanded their roster of Aegis ships in their fleet.
Here we go. Some vehicles. What do we got? Anyway, I believe that is all we've got time for. So, oh, no, wrong button, wrong button. So anyway, that's all we've got time for today, so hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment in the comments section if you're so inclined to do so. Just be nice and polite with one another. And until next time, enjoy flying around in the verse.